back to the slow descent of your boy Zack. He's now broached the 91K spot. Of course, we are now down to 90.9K. This last week, he lost not 100 followers, but 200 followers. And so as he just circles the drain, he's intent on destroying his channel, destroying all the goodwill he built all the way around in comics by calling out Marvel and DC Comics and everything they've done. And it's really, really sad to watch. Now, he is attacking a new creator on the scene, and this is Chad Larson, who came out with a book, DEATHSHROUD, which looks like a Spawn sort of deal. It's even got a Ryan Stegman cover. It's absolutely crazy what Eric July is able to accomplish at this point. Clearly, Eric July has gotten to the point where his whole outfit is totally respected by the mainstream industry. For good or ill, I don't like the mainstream industry or involving them, and I honestly think that these people are just nut jobs over there, and I wouldn't give them work personally. But hey, Eric July now has transcended that, and so with this, your boy Zack's very, very mad because this is what he wanted to do. He was thinking that his whole outfit was going to be out there and he was going to make a ton of money, and everybody in the mainstream would see that he's the real deal, and they'd start to work with him. He'd get to work with the Ryan Stegmans of the world. He'd get to work with these people. He'd get to hobnob with Donny Cates. That's what your boy Zack really wanted out of his whole career here, and it didn't work out because in 2017, when he came up, he had a little bit of an edgelord channel, and he was tearing up comic books in the car. He called Heather Antos a cum dumpster on his show. Something like, I criticize Heather Antos pretty heavily, but you don't hear me talking like that. And of course, because of that, he's blacklisted. He was gone. They were never going to accept him. I remember the moment where he first showed the cracks in his little armor there. And when he had problems because they called him transphobic, and so he took his Iron Sights book, and this was a second printing. Do you guys remember this? This was the first time we saw that your boy Zack was just the same leftist weirdo that all these others are in the industry. He then said, my entire campaign here is going to be donated to the Trevor Project, which is a transgender youth program. I'm dead serious. And so I don't know if he actually donated it, but he did virtue signal that he was going to with that campaign back then. That's when I knew the guy was a complete fraud back here. And like I said, his whole onus is to get in with the mainstream industry, and that's what he's wanted to do. That's why he's so bitter at Eric July at this point. It really tracks and makes sense. Let's cover what he's doing, and with this new campaign, hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Join us here as we talk about all things comics. I started a new comics Substack because what I found really quickly was that the mainstream industry, your boy Zack's, the Ethan Van Skyvers, they're not about you reading actual comics. We covered how even their ardent defenders don't even know the names of their characters. And so what I always do is try to cultivate reading. And where the healthy industry's at is like Webtoon, Top Us, Arcaven Comics, where people are just posting comics and you can read them. And so this is, not a grift, obviously, because I'm just letting you read comic books for free. I'm posting new pages every day of my old Flying Sparks, just getting my back catalog out there in a way that you can just read, because it's so important that we start a new movement based on the foundation of actually reading comics. The mainstream industry doesn't do that. They're all about variant cover speculation. Comicsgate doesn't do that. They're all about variant cover speculation. If you notice, there's a pattern there of just toxicity. Now, where things are good and where things are healthy, like I said, is where readers are at. And that's why I've got the best community out there. You guys are amazing. Our Discord's over 1,000 people strong now. We're building really fast. So I'd launched this and started really pushing it last week. And, of course, we've grown like crazy on this Substack here. Sign up. Get on here, guys. Just start reading my comics as I post them up. I'm going to be doing some paid content on top of this if you do want to support the channel. It's only $5 a month. I'm doing commentary tracks right now. I might even post some exclusive comics as it gets bigger. We'll see how it goes. This is just how we're going to build. And Substack's such a great platform, guys. It's super free speech. Of course, you guys probably know my work on Fandom Pulse on there, which is my entertainment news Substack, which actually has now 5,000 subscribers to it. So that's pretty big. It's growing, and it's big stuff. And thanks for being here. Read the comics, guys. And this is in the description below. Same with my newsletter. And I've got a web store if you guys want to check out things and support directly. It's always helpful. Thanks for being here. All right. So your boy Zack has gone in on Chad Larson. Now, Chad Larson is like a sports commentator guy. He really doesn't have a comics audience and all that. He does some podcasting for this. Got about 10,000 followers on X, and he's talking about this, and he's now talking about Rippasend. Eric isn't just building access. He's building a turnkey solution for creators in a market where visibility is everything. Rippasend offers more than distribution. It offers ownership, momentum, and direct connection to fans. The industry is changing fast. Eric's making sure creators aren't left behind. Massive opportunity ahead. Now, this is the fourth Rippasend project. And, of course, this guy it just adds more professional validity to it because he's a professional. He's dabbling into comics. He likes comics, and this is his comic. And Eric's making it go when the guy doesn't even have a comic audience. And so your boy Zack can't even handle that. Again, I think this is where your boy Zack wanted to be. And I think Ryan Stegman from Venom and the like at Marvel Comics, joining in and doing a cover for this just triggered him because this seems to be what always happens. When anybody does anything that gets in where your boy Zack wanted, he gets very, very angry. So he made this thing, urine scalding. You don't want Rippasend piss stain on the cover of your comic book. Holy crap, angry guy. So this guy made a comic book. It looks pretty good, and your boy Zack was even admitting it looked good. The art looks fantastic here, all the way around. And I already mentioned the Stegman cover, which is ridiculous that exists. And so this is a big deal. And so Chad Larson decided to write this. It looks like Spawn, let's be honest. And so that's that. But and so this is going pretty well. It's already made $23,000 in just a few days, all because of Rippasend. It really did. And so it's covering all the art costs. Now everything's gravy for the guy. He's got his comic book out there. He did what he wanted. Just be happy for him. Gosh, like Eric just helped a guy out and made him a success. Like honestly, what are you doing? But he can't have that. And so he talks about Rippasend as if it's terrible. Everything's bad about Rippasend. And if you go and like look at Rippasend's like work, watch, how do you do this? You've got J Drunk 3PO's Achromatic Chronicles. Now, this is a kid's book, and it's meant to be a kid's book, and it's designed as that. 3PO is working now with an amazing artist who is really fantastic on a pirate-themed book right now, because, of course, 3PO is all about Disney theme parks. I'm sure he's thinking Pirates of the Caribbean, and it looks awesome. It's more adult-themed, and people are going to be more about it, who are us. But I gave this to my kids, and I've got an 11-year-old. He said it was great. And so, like, this is what it was for 11-year-olds to read. Your boy Zach's always going, well, these books are not for you. He's doing that, like, now. But he'll criticize this stuff just because of who it is, not because of what the target is at this point. They've also got Gabriel and the Guardians. This is a web series from whatchamacallit, Angel Studios, which is like a big deal right now. And they're doing a manga comic adaptation of their animated series. Rippa just killed it on that. That's a big deal again. And of course, we've got Yellow Flash's book, which is crushing it, despite the fact that Comicsgate's flipping out about it all the time. And so this is the three right here. Pretty big stuff. Huge YouTubers. And Angel Studios. So what do you mean there's a piss stain on it? This is the real deal. And this is exactly why your boy Zach's jealous and mad. It's very clear how angry he is at this point. He's making a 20-minute video just flipping out that this guy has a beautiful book out here. And it's not about the book. It's not about any of that at this point, very clearly. It's just about it existing near Eric July, and so he's triggered by it. Now, this is not what your boy Zach was supposed to be, what Comicsgate was supposed to be. We were, again, supposed to be against the mainstream industry, against, like, the leftists going on out there. And that's why, like, as much as, like, it's impressive that Ryan Stegman does have a comic book cover with this, like I said, I wouldn't hire him. I don't want the taint of Marvel and DC on me because those guys are evil. Is what it comes down to, and they want us dead. So it's like, why flirt with that for some validity? That's my criticism of this kind of thing. But again, this Chad Larson guy probably doesn't care. He probably likes the Venom run from him and Donny Cates and probably wanted that. And Eric made it happen because he has the ability to make it happen, which on the business level is probably pretty smart because everybody likes that guy's art. So there you go. I understand where they're coming from. I just have a different tact for it. And we can have those discussions. Can you imagine having discussions like that and actually having open talk about things that like aren't just trying to destroy somebody else? Yeah, unfortunately, we can't do that here. And here we go, attacking Thinking Critical again. They're so old, they qualify as archaeology, talking about Thinking Critical's comics here. Terrible on this. Is shipping sub-mediocre damaged books a good business strategy? Seems to me the way to get as much cash out of your pay pigs as possible. As he's talking about Eric July's books again. This is by far, and he actually talks about how good it is. This book has the best art of any book the Rippaverse has shipped, but his label on the cover is the kiss of death for me. So now a literal label is all that matters. He doesn't care about story. He doesn't care about art. And yes, your boy Zach has just gone back on everything he ever stood for because he just wanted to own Rippa so hard. This is so sad. This is maybe his lowest yet, which is pretty crazy because I thought his lowest was last week. But oh my gosh, this is pretty bad. So this book looks pretty good. The guy has phenomenal art on it. I don't know much about the guy other than that. He seems nice on X, this Chad Larson guy. And that's all I can report about him. And that's all you should be able to report about him, right? That's customer service 101 right there. But your boy Zack can't handle it. And I told you why he can't handle it. It's because Eric's doing exactly what he wanted to do, but didn't have the work ethic to follow through with. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Guys, get on my Substack here. Speaking of work ethic, we are the hardest working group in comics right here. I just toil on this stuff every single day, and I've got new scripts coming out. I just finished one yesterday. New books coming out. This is the spot to be. Start reading. Reading is the most important thing. I don't care if it's paid or not. I just want you here reading, because the more we read, the more we arm ourselves and understand comics better, and the more we're going to build a much healthier movement. Get this in the description below. Sign up for my newsletter. Join my web store. Grab some stuff, guys. Thank you for being here. We'll be back soon.